welcome to Philly Legends Podcast. I'm Joe Colari. Today we have a special edition of the podcast. We're calling it Future Legends. And I want to welcome Izzy Marin to the program.
Hello.
Now, I don't know a lot about you, but I'm interested to find out. I know that you're a very good you were a very good soccer player. You're playing now in college.
Yes, I am.
And what college are you going to?
So at the moment, I'm going to Middlesex County College.
Okay.
But in the fall, I'm going to be transferring to Caldwell University.
Awesome. And how long have you been playing soccer?
I've been playing soccer since I think I was 8 years old.
Okay. I don't know a whole lot about soccer, but
Okay.
I know it's like anything else. You got to run for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a big part. Yeah. So actually, about the running part, I used to not be the best runner.
Okay.
So that was a little difficult, but
Sure.
after a lot of training and like wanting to work hard, that part came a little easy to me after putting in the work for it.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot of running.
Yes.
And honestly, it's a huge team sport for sure.
Right.
So a lot of teamwork. You have to be able to trust the people that you're playing with, and you have to put in a lot of effort to train to be able to
Sure.
perform well on the field.
Commitment.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. So are you looking to maybe do anything professional with that, or
That would be a dream. I would love to do
okay,
that.
or even the Olympics?
Yeah, I know. As a kid, I remember like watching like Alex Morgan and like all the other famous soccer players on the
Right.
TV, and I was like, that's so amazing. Like I would love to do that. I would love to do
That's
that so
awesome.
much.
Well, it's like anything else. I think if you put the time in and make the sacrifice, I mean, that's all you can really ask of yourself. And then, if you're able to have those skills, it's just an amazing thing if you can, get to professional level or to the Olympic status. That
Yeah,
would be incredible.
for sure. I know that would
So,
be a dream come true.
so now let's get to the DJ part. How long have you been DJing?
Oh wow. Okay, so um I've been DJing probably since I was 13.
Okay.
Um Not by myself until I was about maybe like 17.
Okay.
Yeah, but I grew up in like a big family of DJs. So my dad is the
Wow.
DJ, like he DJs locally. My uncle, he's actually a producer and a DJ who's
Okay.
his name's Harry Chuchu Romero. Um so he goes on a lot of trips and he performs for like big audiences.
Wow.
So growing up around that, it's like I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is so cool. So I wanted to do it as soon as I could.
Now, have you started mixing yourself, or is it still, or you're still using? Because I was reading in your bio that your uncle does some of the pre-programming for you,
Mhm.
but are you learning how to do the mix yourself?
Yeah, so I actually do mix.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I haven't saved any like of my own mixes yet. I kind of just
Right.
practice and like just play them like live and raw, but um I would love to be able to like make my own track and like have my mixes on like a track that I can play.
Sure. And the program that you use is Tracker?
Yeah, Tractor.
Oh, Tractor. Okay.
Yeah.
I've only used Serato. Um,
Okay.
in my, of course, I haven't mixed for a long time.
Hmm.
I mean, I still mix, but not in that sense. I actually mix records, like the sound
Yes.
of records.
Oh, that is
Um,
so cool.
yeah,
I have tried that before.
yeah.
So yeah,
Now,
I know.
there's, to me, learning. I taught everything myself.
Mhm.
I didn't have any teachers. I did everything with trial and error.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, if you're looking to go somewhere in that path, you'll find your niche yourself.
Yes,
You're going to feel
definitely.
comfortable with it. Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
Everybody has their own little style, and the party scene is completely different from actual, being a mixer on a record. or in the studio,
For sure.
or producing. It was always hard for me to distinguish between a remixer and a producer.
Yes.
There's a definition for it. A producer is there with the musicians at the beginning, and the remixer comes in afterwards and looks at everything and says, "Okay, here's how I want to put it together."
Hmm.
So that's why the remixer doesn't get as much cred as the producer, but
Yeah.
a lot of the times you're reproducing tracks, and so it's pretty much a fine line. So I don't know exactly what your uncle does as far as mixing, or he might be doing it in front of a big crowd, as a DJ, and then there's behind the scenes where you're in a studio with musicians and
Hmm.
doing that. Each one is equally is you got to be very skillful, but each one has their own set of skills
Definitely.
in
I
front of a
agree.
crowd or in the studio.
Yeah.
And for me, um, I was able to do both. So it
That's
was,
awesome.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's
So
awesome.
are you looking to make a career out of DJing or?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what path do you think you want to take? Now I know right now you're just doing the parties, and that's the way everybody cuts their teeth. Are
Mhm.
you looking to go radio? Um, or are you looking to get into a record company or at a studio? There's a lot of different
Yeah.
ways you can go.
So I'm looking more to go into like a record company in a studio so
Okay.
I can produce my own like mixes or music and then, you know, just have
Hmm.
my own kind of thing. Because like obviously, like you said before, every DJ has their own style and,
Right.
I have the music that I like. And obviously right now, the parties that I'm DJing, like I'm not necessarily playing my stuff.
Well, yeah,
I'm playing to, for what the crowd wants, but
sure.
it's, that's still a lot of fun to me. I love it and I think it's a great experience and I think it's a good way to kind of like get a feeling of like what it could actually be.
Sure.
But I definitely want to do something like of my own stuff, my own style. I think that
Sure.
would be really fun.
Well, what's funny? I was looking at some of the clips that I got sent,
Hmm.
and I'm listening to the songs, and it's the songs that I played 20 years ago. It's the same
Yeah.
songs. Um, so it doesn't, I guess it's the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Hmm.
It's the same songs grouped for whether it's a wedding or a private party or a corporate event. It's
Hmm.
a there's a group of songs that are always going to work.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
There's
And
always
go
like
ahead.
the songs that are just like you always know everyone's gonna get like excited for those songs.
Well, it's funny because I noticed you were playing Jump Around,
Hmm.
and then I heard It Takes Two.
Yep.
Now I know a lot of these guys like Rob Bass. I mean, I've
That's so awesome. That
so
is so cool.
the thing is that these songs, they're 35, 40 years old and they're still working.
Hmm.
And I have this conversation with a lot of other people in the business, and we talk about the difference between music from back in the day to where we are now.
Hmm.
And it doesn't seem like the newer generation isn't producing classics. That's what it seems like. Because
Yeah.
if you look at your little videos, they're all back, and the crowds are going crazy, but they're dancing to a 35-year-old song.
Yeah.
They're jumping up
Exactly.
and down to a 35-year-old song. So, what do you think? Why do you think that in today's music, we still have to go back 30, 35 years and play those songs in those situations? They're bigger than anything today. Why do you think that
Yeah.
is?
Honestly, I think it might kind of be like a nostalgia thing. I feel like, especially me growing up with my parents playing like music around the house, that's like stuff that I grew up listening to. So like when you hear
Right.
it in an event and you like remember it, it kind of brings you like this happy feeling and you're just like, wow, like this is such a good song. And I feel like especially now, kind of newer songs, like
Hmm.
they don't have the same emotion I feel like put into it. And I think like just I don't know, it was just a different time. And those songs, they like, even to me, like obviously I was born like in the early 2000s, and
Right.
I'm listening to music from like, let's say like the 80s, 90s, and it just like, I feel like you can really like feel the difference of like how music was viewed back then versus how it's viewed now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think part of it is, well, in the 80s, you started really getting the electronic music.
Hmm.
And prior to that, it was live musicians.
Yes.
Um, but I think that kind of takes away the feel a little bit. But I love what you touched on about in your home, your parents, your brothers, your sisters are playing music, and you're hearing those songs. So if you were born in the early 2000s and you're hearing songs from the 80s and the 90s, well, then that makes sense. I mean,
Hmm.
because then that becomes nostalgic, and you hear that. So maybe it will take another 20 years for those people, or the people that are young today, to look back and go, I like that Justin Timberlake, or
Hmm.
I don't really know a lot about the groups today, um, but I think that may have a lot to do with the nostalgic part of it. I think that really grips people,
Yeah.
and just like you said, things are handed down even in the DJ world. So, you go to a wedding, you hear the same group of songs, and those groups of songs are 30 years old,
Hmm.
and you just hear them over and over, and
Yeah.
they get people excited. It's insane how it
I
still
know.
works.
Definitely. It even gets me excited when when I think of playing like an older song, like, like Jump Around or It Takes Two, kind of songs
Right,
like that, and I see everybody's like positive reaction and everyone's so
right,
happy to hear it. It makes me happy because
yeah,
like those are also like, we're all kind of like connecting in that sort of way. Like
sure,
we're all feeling the same thing.
yeah, and they're commercial, so
Hmm.
you can be, you know 20 years younger than the next person, but you've heard those songs on commercials on TV. You've
Hmm.
heard them in commercials and radio. So, of course, people, they kind of glide to what they're familiar with.
Yes.
And the song that you sent, I listened to it,
You did.
and yes, unbelievable song. I think it had 49 million views. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Okay, so it's Nueva York.
Okay.
So it's New York in Spanish is Nueva
Okay.
York, but so the singer Bad Bunny, he's Puerto Rican,
Okay.
and I guess I honestly don't know, like I guess that's kind of just like his way of just like Nueva York, like that's just like how it comes out in like an
Right.
accent way. I don't know if he was trying to do that to like be funny or whatever,
Right.
but I really love that song. That
Well,
is a great song.
it's a formula that works. I mean,
Hmm.
that's a formula that's been used for 40 years.
Hmm.
I mean, there are songs. It's to me, when I listen to it, it was a combination of a reggae, island, calypso, and then a rap over top of it.
Hmm.
In Puerto Rican,
Hmm.
and I mean, you can see why. I mean, I could listen right away and go, "Wow, people love to dance to this,"
Hmm.
because it just has that kind of a feel. And but that formula has been around a long time,
Yeah.
and it works, and it will continue to work because of and his flow was really good.
Hmm.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. He has a real nice flow to his rap and his vocal,
Hmm.
and the track is. I listened to it on my system, which is incredible, and the mix is incredible.
Yeah.
So he has good producers, and I can understand why he has 49 million views on that. So
Yeah.
that was a good
So
choice.
that song actually, so the beginning track of the song is sampled from an older like salsa song.
Okay,
So, like we were talking about before with like nostalgia and stuff,
right,
that song for a lot of like people who resonate with like Hispanic cultures or backgrounds,
Right.
hearing that salsa, like the older generations,
Yeah.
it gets them excited because it's kind of like we
They,
said before,
they
it's like brings back memories and then he kind of takes his own flow and spin on it.
right.
I remember showing my parents that song and they heard it and they were like, "Oh my gosh, like this is so cool. Like he did a
Yeah.
good job." And like, it's kind of incorporating their generation also wanting to listen to like the new generation of music by
Sure.
doing that. So it's like that song is so cool to me.
And I've worked with a couple Latin groups. Um, one that you might want to check out is called Cintron. I don't know if you ever heard of
Intro?
them. Yeah, Cintron.
Okay.
It's a local group from around here who's had uh, national success with a song called Suavecito, which was originally done in 1972 by Mallow, and they redid it, and what they put rice and beans on it. So I would go and I did a couple mixes for them over the years, and I actually did a remix of Suavecito. I made it like a house vibe.
I
But
love that.
right,
I
but
love that.
their video has over 2 million views on YouTube. It became a standard in this area, which is South Jersey by Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and they're really well known. So when you get the opportunity, you look up a group called Cintron, and they're phenomenal. And that's a Latin, you know, uh, salsa, calypso. They're really good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna look them up. I'm
yeah,
definitely going to.
your parents would definitely like them because they're more adult than where I think another guy that I used to really like was Elvis Crespo.
Yes.
You know who he
Yes, I
is?
know him. Yeah.
Suavemente was a song by
Suavemente.
him.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I mean, it would work. And what I loved about it is, you could be in front of any crowd and pop that on, and the people would just go nuts.
Oh
So
yeah, still.
yeah, I love
Still,
playing
yeah.
the multicultural stuff. And in my career, I worked the vast majority of black nightclubs. So my career was I started out in the white clubs and then went to the black clubs. So I could always play both because there's a little bit of difference, and you'll find that out as you go along what direction you're going to go into,
Yeah.
where you're going to fine tune or now. What's your favorite music?
My favorite music? Um, at the moment, I feel like it kind of changes. At the moment, I'm very into house music.
Okay,
That's my thing right now. But there's a bunch. I like pop, I like some rap songs, I like some kind of like I guess indie songs you may
okay,
call it. I don't know. Um, Definitely Spanish songs. Obviously, I
right.
my favorite song is by Bad Bunny. But yeah, it really I like any kind of music, but I'd say right now the top is definitely house music or
So
more like electronic.
have you delved into the house? Like, have you learned
Oh
where it
yeah,
started and where house music originated?
where house music originated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to say Chicago.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yes.
the original beat, when you listen to house music, um, it actually started from a guy here in Philadelphia. Um,
Really?
yep. He was the drummer for the Tramps,
Okay.
and he invented this beat called "Four on the Floor," which is that poof, 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 poof.
Hmm.
That's the basic for all house music.
Yeah.
And go on YouTube and look up Marshall Jefferson. I
I
don't
know who
know.
that is. I
Okay.
know who that is.
Well, that was that's the house music anthem.
Yes.
Is "Move Your
Yeah,
Body."
he literally has the house music anthem. Yep.
Right. Yep.
That's my favorite. Like all that Chicago house, all the old freestyles,
Yep.
all of that.
I
I
actually
grew up
went.
listening to that.
I went to Chicago and I did a couple remixes on some house tracks back in the '80s.
Hmm.
So for that label Tracks, they hired me and another friend of mine to go to Chicago and work on some of the songs way back when. And
Wow.
So those, you got Tyree, and you have Marshall Jefferson, Ralph Rosario. You have so many of those early house songs that were basically, not only did they lay the foundation for what we call, I don't know, I guess I call it EDM. But it
Hmm.
kind of all blends, but it all
Yeah.
started. It all started from that house beat, um, which basically started from '70s disco. I mean, you
Hmm.
go back and you listen to the '70s disco songs, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
and they just updated it and made electronic music from like different drum machines that were available at the time, and that all became. I love the story. You'll love it if you go on YouTube and you look up Marshall Jefferson. You look up the story of how he wrote "Move Your Body." It
Hmm.
was insane. It was like a matter
I
of
really,
15 minutes.
yeah, I would love to know that. That's a great song. That is a great song.
Yeah. Yep. What's your next step? Like, I know you're going to continue to do parties because I was looking at your father's looking to end his role and you take over.
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah, so right now I'm looking over to take over his business.
Right.
He's been doing it for a very long time, just kind of like local parties, weddings,
Mm-hmm.
just like getting connections from people like around. But I'm hoping to kind of take that and grow with it a little bit more
Sure.
and kind of make more of a name for myself and try to get connections outside of just locally and, just hope that I can keep growing and do what I'm hoping to do with it. But yeah, so I have a few gigs coming up in, I think my next one's in June.
Okay.
So I have about a month, yeah, until my next gig.
Okay.
Um, so I'm excited for that.
How do you prepare?
How do I prepare?
Yeah.
Um, well, first, obviously, I have to figure out what kind of party it's going to be like, what the crowd is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I ask what they need from me, obviously, because if you're DJing like a smaller party, obviously you're going to have to kind of do a little bit more to kind of cater to them.
Yep.
Um, so I ask like what they need from me, if they need lights, if they need what kind of music they want, if like let's say it's a birthday party, if they want me to sing happy birthday, introductions, anything like that.
Sure.
Or one time I did a wedding, so that was a lot more preparation, obviously, because
Oh,
it's so much more serious.
yeah.
So for that,
Now you do
I
the announcing and everything for the wedding?
yeah, so I
Okay.
MC and everything.
Okay.
It's just it's not necessarily preparing like I guess myself because I love to do it. I
Right.
love to do it. Like I can just walk up there and just like, just have a great time, but I just need to make sure that obviously I'm catering to what is wanted from me
Right.
like for the party. So that goes with downloading music, creating like playlists. I ask usually like what kind of like a general like vibe of what they want to hear, like what kind of music they want to hear. But then, when you get there and you're in the moment and you're like DJing and you're feeling the vibes of like everyone in the room,
Yeah.
then obviously you're gonna kind of start like playing what you think people want to hear.
Right.
So obviously I have to have music for that too. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun
Now,
before a gig.
have you experienced maybe at a wedding where the bride may say, "I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this," uh,
Oh yeah.
and they're like the biggest songs for everybody else.
Yeah, there was
How do you handle that?
there was definitely an instance where I think maybe it might have been the bride actually. She was like, I don't want to hear this song. And I think someone came up and was like, "Oh my gosh, can you play the song?"
Right.
Um, I don't remember if I played the song. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Just because, she's the bride, it's her wedding.
Right.
So, you know,
It becomes I remember, well, it's been decades since I've played a wedding. And I really didn't do a lot of weddings. I got right into radio,
Yeah.
luckily. And but I do remember
It's
where
stressful.
yes, where
It's
people would go,
stressful.
I don't want to whatever you do, don't play the hokey pokey, you know? And then everybody's bombarding you. When are you playing the hokey pokey? And you're like,
Yeah.
I can't. You know, the bride doesn't want it. Oh my God. And people take it so serious. And
Yeah.
you're like, relax.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fleeting moment.
I know. Usually I'm kind of, if someone requests a song that like is like on the do not playlist,
Right.
I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll see if I can fit it in, or
Yeah.
like
You kind of put
I'll
it
see if
off.
I have it, if I can play it,
Yep.
and then sometimes if I don't play it, then I'll just play another song that people like.
Exactly.
Hopefully,
But it is
hopefully they'll
stressful.
forget.
Weddings are stressful.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh
because
my
it's a big
gosh.
moment in somebody's life. It's like, you know, it's one of their, biggest moments. So
Exactly.
you have to really be on your game, and even the announcing end of it. You know, you screw a name up.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
very easy to do,
Yeah, it
and
is.
you know, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes you screw up. That's human, but
Hmm.
you just have to keep it to a very minimal.
Yeah, as minimal as possible.
Yeah. So
And
what do you think about nightclubs? About working in
nightclubs,
nightclubs?
it's awesome.
Now,
It's
have you spun
awesome.
in nightclubs yet?
Have I DJ'd in a nightclub yet?
Right. Yep.
I haven't myself DJ'd in a
Okay.
nightclub, but I've been by the side of my uncle in a
Okay.
nightclub.
Okay.
So I'd say actually probably for one of my next goals it would be to DJ in a nightclub
Right.
because you know, in that setting, then the people are coming to watch you more necessarily than you like kind of like having to play like, a playlist of like things that people want to hear.
Exactly. You don't have to in nightclubs.
Yeah.
Well, in most nights, some you
In
do.
most nightclubs, yeah.
Right. But in most nightclubs, yeah.
Yeah. The one
You
that
know,
I was
the
at,
bigger nightclubs.
yeah, a bigger one, yeah. The one that I was at with my uncle, actually, it was more recently. It was actually I think 2 weekends ago. Um he was killing it. Like he was playing all his music. Everyone
Right.
was so happy. I remember like they went up to him afterwards. They were like, "Your set was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
keep doing your thing." And just like being there and like watching him do his thing and like seeing just how it was like, playing out, like how everybody was reacting to it.
Yeah.
It was wholesome. It was so wholesome
Yep.
because, he's my family and also it just like in that moment I was just like, yes, like this is what I want to do.
Yep.
Like
There's
I
no bigger
know that
rush.
this is what I'm gonna do.
Yep. No
Yeah.
bigger rush than having a crowd of people. And so I would do live broadcasts on the radio and mixing live. So it would be going out on the radio
Mhm.
to over 1 million people
Yeah.
and 2,000
Wow.
people in the nightclub. And you're in your middle of your mix and the crowd goes insane.
Mhm.
You as the DJ, it's an incredible feeling.
It's so, oh my gosh, yeah, I
It's
bet.
something that keeps you coming back.
Mhm.
It really is. It's an
Yeah.
amazing. So I hope you get the chance to experience that because there's nothing like that. And it
Thank you.
sounds like you have a good head and you'll be able to focus because it does. And mixing, I spent so much time um, just learning, harmonic keys because beat mixing, it's not really that hard.
Mhm.
I mean, if you have a knack for it, it's not that hard. But just because one song is 120 beats a minute and another song is 120 beats a minute doesn't mean that it sounds good going together.
Definitely.
So
No.
you learn the harmonic key end of it. You Now I don't know for you, but hopefully this will happen for you, and it may happen now. As soon as you hear a song, there's another song that already comes to your head
Yeah, that
to go with
happens.
it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's a good sign.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Right. That association is so important because I know as a an up and coming DJ way back when, that was one of the things that I was able to excel at. as soon as I heard a song, and back then we were breaking a lot of songs, but as soon as I heard a song, I would go, this song goes perfect with it, and it would be instant. Then I'd pull it out, check it out, like, yep, that goes good. And when you get that instinct, or if you have that instinct built in, it will make your life so much easier as a DJ.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I agree.
just continue to learn.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait until like, you know, I'm actually like farther into my DJing career so
Right.
that, I'm just completely comfortable because right now, obviously, I wouldn't say I'm starting out like I'm not learning. I'm just
Right.
like becoming more comfortable,
Right.
I'd say. Obviously, there's so much more that I could learn,
Yeah.
and I'm so
Yep.
excited to. Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But right now, with like the beats and stuff and like coming to mind, it comes to my mind. But once I'm in the zone, it's so much easier to like actually have those thoughts. Like, just comes so much easier,
Absolutely.
especially when I'm just there, like in the party, like, and I'm feeling it and everyone's reacting good. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to play next. I know what I'm going to play next. I know what I'm going to mix.
Yep. It's a two-way feed, actually. You're
Yeah.
feeding off them and they're feeding off you.
Yeah.
And once you
100%.
get that flow, it's it's an amazing feeling. And
Yes.
I mean, just sometimes I've been very fortunate. Um, been able to do what I was what I wanted to accomplish as a DJ in Philadelphia. It was just an amazing time. It seems like it was a really good time for DJs. Today, it seems like everybody's a DJ. Back
Yeah.
then, there wasn't a whole lot of DJs.
Mhm.
But if you take your skill, if you take your skill to another level, well, then that puts you on a plane by yourself,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to do.
Exactly.
And I think you'll do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
So
really appreciate that.
I'm looking forward to somewhere down the road going, and guess who we have back? And she's now a legend instead of a future legend.
Future legend. I
That
will
would
be
be
back.
great. Awesome.
I will definitely be back.
I really appreciate your time. You've been fantastic. And again, I think that you're going to do fine. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yep. So congratulations to you. Continue to learn, and you'll get better at it each time you go out, and you'll see your name outside of a nightclub, spinning the night. Boom.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.